You know what? What you got going on, child? Zoom it in a little bit, guys. Want to see me a little bit better? And this. Good right here. Okay. That's about good. Is that good? That look decent? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, we're going with the flow and we're not looking for perfection. You know what I'm saying? Not making that kind of perfection money yet. So it doesn't matter. Maybe when I start making some Kevin Samuels money on here, I might worry about it. What is going on? What is going on? How y'all doing? How y'all living? It's your boy King David, your Sigma King tarot card reader. There we go. Ha. You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Leos, you know, my light workers out there operating in Leo energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My sun family out there, I appreciate y'all. Keep shining your light. Keep shining your light on everybody. You're doing a great job. Let's go ahead and we're going to do something different than the rain music today. I hope audio is okay. I know this is scheduled for 9:30, but I figured I'd get on here at 9 o'clock and knock it out. What I'm doing now to make sure audio is okay is I'm actually listening to the playback in my headphone while I do this, so that way if something's sounding funny or the audio's in and out, I can tell. So I can tell if I'm being trolled or I can tell if there's actually an audio issue. But listen, sounds pretty good for right now. I'll turn that down. How y'all doing tonight? How are y'all doing tonight? Shout out to my Leos. Listen, you know what I mean? All that fire energy. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all leading the way, you light workers. You know, you birth Leos and you placement chart Leos. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I appreciate the love and the support, you know, that you guys have been giving the channel. We're back in the algorithm, baby. We're back, baby. And in celebration of being back in the algorithm, your boy's gonna listen. You know me, I don't have any sense. I'm gonna be dropping videos like crazy, but listen, it's gonna be within reason. But I'm gonna be dropping videos, so check me out on my tarot channel. I'm dropping them on there. I'm dropping videos on the Narc Bully channel. I'm gonna be dropping a bunch of the classics. I'm still gonna be going live, but those good old-fashioned, the ones that have like 5,000 views or whatever, I'm gonna take those and repost them on the Narc Bully channel to get that same good momentum going over there, right? So you can go over there and get those classics mixed in. So those are classics. You'll see me in the beginning of my journey in October of last year till now, right? So you get those good old classics, me all in that energy, but till now, because I can't dwell, some people can, but I can't dwell in that narc energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true empath, so if I dwell on it too much, I'll like take on that energy. I'll feel it. I don't want to. I got somebody in here. 2 or 3. Listen, wasn't expecting to do this early, but I remembered I have to get on TikTok because I'm trying to make sure, you know, I'm using this channel and my, well, I mean, it's getting algorithm hits now, but it doesn't matter. I'm still mainly pushing my other channels. You know, those are doing really well. I mean, my tarot channel, I mean, that thing has like 20 views on the first video I put up, and the video was only up 6 hours. First video. So I'm going to continue to post over there and the Narc Bully channel. And those Sigma videos I made that you guys feel like are random, no one probably feels like they're random, but I made them for a reason, right? I'm going to download those videos and I'm going to put them up on my my Sigma channel, the podcast channel. So those Sigma videos are not in vain. I just need to make them and put them somewhere. And why not put them on the channel where it's going to get some views, make a little bit of dough off of it, and then transfer them over, get ahead of the game so that way I can stack up about 12 days ahead and then start making content. I'm not going to put out my secrets. Anyway, listen, all of my channels, all four, by tomorrow, the end of the day, are going to have content consistently flowing on them. And it's going to be beautiful the way the content is going to be posted on them. The live streams will be done. You know how I do everything in flow. So it's, there's some people that just like narc bully stuff. They just want to hear about narcissists and narcissist awareness stuff. So that's the narc channel's for. Some people want to hear about, Sigma males and what they have to deal with and modern times and modern dating. That's the podcast channel's for, where I'll be having guests and stuff, right? My tarot channel, obviously, I'm a tarot reader, man. I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Leo reading, just readings. I'm just doing 3 kinds, though, right? I'm just doing Leo, pick a card. What was the other one I was going to do? I wanted to say... No, it wasn't that. I want to say general reads, but no, it was something else. I can't think of it, but I'm doing nothing but cards over there. But I'm going to do it differently, though. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but you guys are going to love it. All I can say is this. Motorcycle's going to be involved. And that's all I can say, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, somebody might try to get fresh. You know what I'm saying? I want mine to be fresh when I do it. But so you'll be getting reads on this channel, and then you'll be getting a different kind of read on the reading, because that reading channel, I'm doing it my way completely. Like straight up like Usher, like my way. I'm not going to sing here for you. You got other channels for that. You want that, you're going to have to hit the members only. Speaking of which, members, I'm going to drop y'all 2 to 3, depending on how long it takes to download, which it don't take long at all. So I'm going to download 2 to 3 to maybe 4. I keep getting copywritten, so some of them have so if I put up like 5 and one goes down, it's because they're flagging them. So I take it down immediately. I don't waste no time. You know what I'm saying? If you're in here, I don't know if you have or not, but hit the like button. That'd be great. So let's get on the subject topic. Yeah, it's 9:10. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What is a narcissist? Okay, well, everybody has their perspective. The broad consensus is if you have like 5 or more of narcissistic traits on the spectrum, right? 5 or more, or I think 9. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But, if you got more than a couple, you know what I mean? We all have a couple. You know what I mean? But if you're not trying to control them and you have more than a couple, more than likely you're a narc. In my book, but I think they say 5. But, we're not really going off of what, people say is acceptable and not, based off of, what the books have decided to be, what, the general consensus should be, which we don't know what they're basing that off of. Half of the therapists are narcissists, so, whoever wrote those books might be thinking about making sure they don't, you know what I mean? They can get away with a little bit more. Who knows, right? You got good old common sense and intuition. I'd advise you use it. But what I perceive the narcissist to be is a low vibrational person that has decided, well, let's not say that. Let's take it back. These people have been traumatized in childhood. Now, for the younger Zennials, this is new information, and it seems surprising. For millennials and up, we all maybe seen and probably were traumatized growing up. We were the kids that used to, be there, unlock the doors by ourselves, be able to run around, climb trees, whatever, play out in the road, ride our bicycles, run through where. You remember how it used to be before they locked down everything and, your child is no longer able to be free. and feel free, right? Good old days. But what happens is some of these people experience some extreme trauma. But don't let yourself believe that all experience extreme trauma. See, what I believe it to be is someone with very low moral values and issues of that nature and self-esteem issues out the womb. Then coupled with some trauma, right? Which some of them experience extreme trauma. I'm not saying that. But there's a lot of people that experience extreme trauma and go the exact opposite direction and want to heal people. So these people that experience this, for some reason, believe it to be a better idea to inflict worse trauma on other people than to heal from the trauma inflicted on them by their caretaker when they were younger. Somewhere in adolescence, preteen, or teenage years, somewhat, super young. And again, I'm not, what do they call it? Blaming the victim or nothing like that. I'm just telling you that my issue with narcissists is everything. But the main one is, at what age do you take accountability and responsibility for the trauma and stress and issues you inflict on everybody else? Everybody else that you run away from you. At what age? Every single person that they bounce from, they do the same thing. They'll give the next person a sob story, talking very disrespectfully about the person. I mean, a narc I know basically dogged out the friend that she stayed with, the mother that she stayed with, and her ex within the first, hours to a couple days. You see, this is what they do, right? To set up, this way of you trauma bonding and feeling sorry for them. You know what I mean? You just like, oh man, like you got it real bad. These people don't know that they're going back to those people and smiling in their faces. These people know they're a monster tricking on you, but they don't know that narc is tricking on them too. They're playing everybody, right? Having, these weird third parties and, weird relationships with everybody involved, family, friends, the actual person they're dating. And again, it's, a low vibrational person that along life's, journey, stop believing in God, never did, whatever. And they're so low vibrational, demons attach themselves to them. Now, the main demon running around this day and age is the narcissist. It's a very old demon, Jezebel, whatever. It has all kind of names. It's a demon, spirit. Because that's the reason why you're able to put them mostly in a category. And you can only do that with a person possessed with something. You can't put me in a category of nothing. Y'all try to, and it's like, oh, I gotta scratch that and throw it away and try again. But a narcissist, and I lived it. Go through my videos. I went through the playbook, looked at everything. I'm like, oh, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. Oh, that's what she did. And according to the playbook, I moved accordingly. And that demon that's in that narcissist was doing everything according to the playbook. I couldn't make it up. So as well as that demon feels like it has the world figured out, we've managed to kind of figure it out and categorize it, right? It's not liking this very much. It's really not. And with the world changing and the vibration going up, it's really acting up. And that's why I say celibacy, unless you're in a serious relationship with somebody, you wouldn't be on this channel. But save your soul, because they're getting all these demons attached to them, and STDs, sexually transmitted demons, all kind of stuff. They're walking around with all these things attached to them, and they're trying to bring that crap. And no. All these little fast, behind people, I meet a lady, and she trying to, drop it like it's hot, bust wide open, and all these other different things, you need to slow down. What's your name? What part of the state do you live in? And where do you like to have fun at? Where do you take your kids? Slow it down. I don't need to see the cheeks yet. It ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere, okay? Plus, it'll be better. Hang on, y'all. I gotta go tell my son to turn his TV down. He only turns it up when I go live. You gotta turn it off. Turn it down. Huh. What we got going on now? Okay. Let's see how I'm looking. How am I looking? I'll wait till I get back. Unless the camera froze. Nope. I mean, I'm looking good. I'm looking good. Anyway, sorry, ladies, had a moment. Just feeling myself. Celibacy. See, when you celibate, you take your power back. You don't have any narcissist, low vibrational, anybody call themselves taken from you, right? Competing with you during the sex. I mean, I don't want to get banned or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there are weirdos out there that see you and want to compete with you sexually. Like, oh, he thinks he's all that. He thinks he's going to break my back in the bed. Well, I'm going to throw him this extra juicy, and he's not going to know what to do with himself. What? Why are you trying to compete with me? It's supposed to be fun. Like, when I'm talking that stuff of everything's got to be a competition. That's where I see the feminism. Like, no, you got me messed up. See, that's supposed to arouse you and turn you on, not get you upset and make you want to compete. So you want to have some battle sex? What? I don't understand these day and age. You know, these modern times. You know, so you want to get back? You want your lick back during? You know what I'm saying? Your lick back? Well, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I mean? And it's not just narcissists. Do not get it twisted. It be some okay women out there trying to compete with you too. That's why I say you got to be celibate, because you don't want no kind of okay lady. You want a lady. You want a lady. You don't want to hold out a little bit longer. Not one that I'll wait a little minute, but I ain't going to wait a whole minute. I ain't got time to be trying to figure out what that means. I'm a simple guy. And see, what I was saying, a narcissist is this person that has a whole script laid out, right? And here's the thing, here's the rub. Of course, they had a traumatic experience, but at some point in time, they got Stockholm, and they're like not going nowhere and enjoying it, and they're enjoying the fact that they can. Okay, they're very low level wannabe players. They're not very bright, right? So they think that it's male or female. They think it's a great idea to juggle a bunch of different spirits of people and have nothing going for them, and try to accumulate material things before the time is up. Because when a narcissist meets you, the first thing they want to do is they're trying to be a chameleon, right? They're trying to be a shapeshifter. They're trying to get as much information from you and try to mirror it back to you. So when you're with a narcissist, you're dating yourself. And if you're in a low vibration, which you more likely are, you're going to see the worst side of yourself, because that person is going to take you to the depths of hell. It's going to be such hell in that relationship by the time it's done. If you make it out, you're a whole new man or woman. You're born again. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. You are a whole different person. You look at life like everything is important. Whatever you took for granted before, you won't take it for granted. Breathing, being able to walk, move, do whatever you want to do, and not having a parasite attached to you, using different kinds of emotional manipulation, like you're gonna just leave me and my kid out here, Papa, call me Papa for. Just a lot of weird daddy issues and traumas and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you're in a situation where you feel like you're taking care of somebody like their parent, and then you're also with them. It's weird. And you're like, I gotta go. I see you got some weirdo parent issues, and I can't do it, baby. I gotta go. So listen, what ends up happening is, and I'm gonna tell you what, they do all kind of weird stuff while y'all with them. So they're cheating the whole. See, here's the thing about it, right? And why they end up tricking you a little bit. You don't think that anybody would lie that much while looking you in your eyes. You've never seen it. Now it's a psycho killer. But what you don't understand is the same kind of brain that's in that psycho killer is the same kind of brain that's in that narcissist. The narcissist is just too scared to go about doing it. Not saying they won't. But I mean, we're talking about relationship narcissists, not those ones, those kind of people, right? These people they're crazy. I mean, they lie so much they don't even know. The reason why when you're having a discussion with them, or you call it an argument, whatever, the reason why they start freaking out, you know what I'm talking about, freaking out, screaming, looking like they're glitching up, while you're just like talking to a monotone, and they just start screaming. It's because you're talking with logic, because you're not really a liar, so you don't lie much. You can remember stuff. They've lied so much, and they're juggling so many people. They don't know what stories what and what she done told you, and Tom, Dick, and Harry and whatever, like and they start freaking out and just start trying to scream and find a reason to start crying, and they can cry on demand, literally cry on demand. And also know they wear the mask they wear. It's whatever. I was married to a Caucasian woman, right, who loved to listen to rap, but no, I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable with them listening to that while I'm with her. And I know that they say a lot of the N-word, and I'm from the South. That's why I listen to country, right? That's really where it started. You know what I'm saying? I had to have an alternative. See, that was another compromise I did. I listened to nothing but R&B and rap before I started, you know what I'm saying, like dating her or whatever. But I'm not comfortable with that. So I don't like to be a hypocrite. So I started listening, and I like country. You know what I'm saying? I started liking it a lot. You know what I mean? It like opened up my little brother always listened to like alternative rock. But I don't know. That dude, he's been woke a long time, right? It took me longer. But he had a narc in college. I didn't get mine until way after. You know what I'm saying? Those college years. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? It's too much of that. Let me tell you something, fellas. They done the stats. I've been watching some podcasts. Women tend to cheat more when a man makes less, and men tend to cheat more when we make more, right? And women tend to cheat less with a man that's rich than with a guy that's like making a certain amount. So the moral of the story really is get your money right. Period and point blank. Period and point blank. Get fit. Get your money right. Fix any issues you have, like anything. When you get your money right, you can fix anything. Because if you have a narc, you know what I'm saying, you're going to probably end up with maybe some damage afterwards. It depends on if you can't heal yourself. If you can heal yourself. But whatever, you know what I mean? Once you get your money right, you know what I mean? You can buy whatever, do whatever. Who cares? You have the freedom to go to wherever state, country you want to. Go on vacation. You know what I mean? Date when you feel like it. Do you think, when you're making millions or whatever, you're going to be listening to the same kind of, I want to wait, and then the ghosting, and no, they're going to have plenty of incentive. Now, they're going to still be getting around, but they're going to be doing it a lot more discreet and working really hard to not, because, you know, and you'll still catch them because you're not looking for someone that's just out there that needs that so bad. Like, you should be building something on your own, not waiting to have somebody come along that has something that they're building worked hard from. You know what I'm saying? Hard from nothing. I mean, homelessness. To build something. To have some kind of parasite leech lady come along and be like, let's build together. No. Build your own. And I'm going to tell you something. Know this. I went in business with my ex. The worst mistake. Man, those businesses would have been great. If I could have just ran them by myself, I will never. And this will happen, though. This is what they'll do. Oh, everyone's not like your ex. This is what they're doing right now, fellas. Everyone's not like your ex. You got to open yourself up. One lady was freaking out, listening, like, channeling a collective. I mean, cussing. She was like, you got to drop your fucking guard. Like, bro, dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. Like, excuse me for guarding myself. Bro, hey, look, fellas, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's going on here. See, all this feminist stuff is falling apart, and they're having to reflect. And, we're out here taking our sovereignty back, talking about, you know what, I ain't giving you, because, before they had us to where our nose is wide open, and we had to get that thing, but they're just so wild right now. There's just no incentive. It's like, for my peace, nah, I don't care what you look like. For my peace, you show me attitude, they'll argue with you online. They got a whole thing about talk. Look, you got to understand manipulation. I laugh at them. They try to manipulate. They got a whole thing about calling you sassy if you block them. Ooh. Oh, we're sassy if we block you on social media. So we're supposed to allow you to just run around and terrorize us because you don't have a man? And then we find a way to block you? You see what they do? It's all mental manipulation, fellas. It's always mental. All this arguing about us, then don't mess with us. There's nothing to argue about. See, I'm celibate, so outside of the women coming at me or looking at my channel, losing their minds because I'm too sexy, and then wanting to go ahead and start making a bunch of mental manipulative BS, or the ones that get bitter, they act like y'all fellas, they on here acting like I'm like the collective of women, because I have women on different platforms and in person. They act like I'm ghosting them. They see me on all different platforms working all the time. And I got a son that's on vacation, and I got to cook all the time, and they think I'm working, and they think I'm ghosting them. That's how selfish these women are thinking right now. They're not doing nothing. If they were doing something with themselves, you think they'd be worried about what I'm doing and getting upset with me and ghosting me whenever I try to hit them up, thinking that I'm playing with them? I'm not playing with you, fool. I'm just busy. I'm building. But I tell you what, if you feel that way, obviously we're not a match. I'm tired of mental manipulation. I'm tired of the games. It's always reverse psychology with everything. If you don't care about the guys, then stop talking to us. Stop talking about us. Kick rocks in the middle of the street, busy street, or get with your homegirl and do what you want to do. Stop keeping it on the down low. Right? And guys, we got to stop acting like knuckle dragging, Neanderthals. They'll get in your face. What you have to do is stop listening to them. I block women. I block like at least probably one woman every day on one of my platforms. I'm not going to argue with you. I had one that was on my, I was on TikTok, and I start working out, and she's done this 2 days in a row or 3. She comes in and says, yeah, I just got through walking 4 miles with a weighted vest. I'm like, are you trolling me? Are you a troll? This is 2 days in a row and you came in with the exact copy and paste line. And then it started talking. I'm like, well, it's not a troll, it's a person. I'm like, so you're competing with me and I'm a stranger to you? And I'm a male? I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I can't even interact. And why is this? Y'all, listen. And just in the comments, tell me. Why are the 2 biggest groups I have a problem with? Now, I don't have a problem with. Have a problem with me. Is black dudes and Caucasian women. What is that about? What is that about? The two groups have least to do with right now. What is that about? Is that what it is? Y'all can tell that, those are two groups have the least to do with, and you're just like bothering with me. Like, what is that about? You know what I mean? I'll be trying to figure why these, I know what the black dudes are doing it. They can feel my power. They know I'm coming, and they got that whole slave mentality. And I guess the women have the same thing, more like a buck breaking mentality, I guess, though, from their end. I'm too mouthy and too well spoken, right? So they want to start, getting slick like on some Muhammad Ali stuff, and shut me up. It's like, shut them up. You know what I'm saying? Just getting triggered and don't even know why. I'm not even the kind of guy they would date. That's crazy. And then, like I told you about the black dudes, it's just that Negro mentality. Like, been dealing with that all my life, man. I got cousins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't have no friends. I can't deal with that stuff. Like I'm tired of it in the community. Like, black people thinking they can just do stuff just because you're black. Like, oh, you're not gonna take advantage of me. Nah, see, you ain't even gonna get access to me like that. But see, that's just the way I am, and everybody be like, oh, he thinks he's snobby. Yeah, I am. I'm all of what you say I am. What you're not gonna do is call me a sucker, a chump, a loser, or a mark. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna come over here with that. Like, I ain't nobody's brother. I don't care what race you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I find my cosmic family, you know what I mean, my soul tribe, they'll find me. I'll recognize you. And he won't be on no weird stuff where I feel like you might be an enemy or something. That's weird. Nah. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's really what it is. And what we're gonna it's all reverse psychology, psychobabble, BS. And guys are so dumb. They just when women start talking, they just duh. And if you listen to what the woman is saying, it makes no sense. Let her finish the sentence before you zone her out. You can literally take it apart. You can be like, where'd you get those talking points from? The first part of what you said. That middle part you came up with on your own. That last part made absolutely no sense. So let's go ahead and pick it apart. And then once you start picking it apart, she's going to start talking over you, gaslighting you. Then she's going to start calling you out of your name. Then she's going to start questioning your sexuality, blah, 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 blah. And then all you do is say projection, deflection, gaslighting. That's all you got to do. That's all that it is. Right? And then she's going to do more gaslighting. That's all that it is. It means nothing. It's just her trying to get into your energy because she's mad that you're not going to be Boo Boo the Fool and do exactly what she wants you to do, which is chase her, be part of her trifecta, right? Allow her into your energy, then discard you for whatever goofy, dumb argument or whatever, and then make it seem like you're just another man that's been out here running around chasing women. We're not doing it. You can't do that with me. I'm celibate. So when I have all these women online, oh, he's throwing spells and he's out here trying to make women lust after him. Are you insane? No, you are. You are insane. You are. You can never take accountability or responsibility for even the actions of finding a man attractive. You're gonna blame the man for finding him attractive? It's insanity. It's beyond delusional. It's beyond it. And I mean, the way they'll, the way they'll project onto you. They'll project onto you like this. You'll be minding your business, and they'll be on some, the only reason why you're not dating is because you have these deep-seated issues still from some trauma from your ex, some residue. Where did you get that from? Based off of what? Because I'm not talking to you? Because I got better things to do? You're going to have to do better than that. You're going to do better than that. As a matter of fact, why are you spending that much time thinking of a reason to tell me why I have a problem? Why are you doing that? You don't think that's kind of weird? Even if she says, I didn't think that long, not thinking that long is still too long. You know what I mean? You're doing too much. All that overthinking and trying to outthink me ain't going to work. Ain't gonna work. And that's why they don't even step near me. They be looking at me and just loving me from a distance. They be like, he's just too much. I am too much for you. You can come, hey, listen, and you know what I do? Hey, fellas, Let them come up with whatever they want. You know what I mean? I got readers out there to be watching me that be dripping. You know what I'm saying? Dripping, moist, all the time from me. And these same readers will call or question my sexuality. Apparently, I'm not, you know what, enough to not get you turned on. So what does that mean about you? See, it's all kind of weird gaslighting. Oh, we got to freeze up. I think I caught this one, y'all. I don't think it's been frozen too long. Yeah, see, I caught this one, y'all. Yeah, no voiceovers today. Winning. Looking good. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Hey, look. And that's the exact reason why I ain't over here running around spilling my seed. Look too good to be spilling my seed around anywhere. You crazy? You know what I mean? Man, when you keep your seed, man, your body gives it back to you. Your brain heals. See, I figured this thing out, man. Like, see, let me tell you how God works for me. And I'm not going to tell you too much. Like I told y'all before, I started working out like 2020, late 2020. God just tells me something. It just felt like I was going. Look, I've been to war before. I'm a vet. I've been to war twice. I felt like war was coming, and I'm like, nah. And that's all we do when we get ready to go to war is train our minds, train our bodies. You know what I'm saying? So we can prepare ourselves mentally. We put ourselves under harsh conditions. You know what I'm saying? I went to war twice. And see, unlike everybody else, I don't go through experiences and discard them. I'm a 33. Everything I've been through in my life is in my mind. And I can go through it like catalogs or more like dimensions, you know, realities. And I can access it at any time I want to. You know, so when I'm at war, okay, so these losers, my ex, right? Let's use this for example. Stole my identity, right, and took my son's identity and claimed it's on our taxes. See, she's just an idiot, but she don't understand that your social security number is attached to you from birth. That thing is a part of your soul. It's attached to you. So if someone steals that and that's taking your money, that's like taking your birthright. That's like some spiritual stuff, right? Just doing just random stuff, not caring about the consequence or the magnitude of it. Right now, the person that she's with that's co-conspirating with her knows the magnitude of it. She's messing around or had messed around with some kind of practitioner or spiritualist. You know, that's why I was on all that spiritual attack. Somebody that she was paying. But see, I've been to war. And being in war and having someone cheat on you and she's Jamaican, that Jamaican was putting way heavier spell work on me than you could ever do, whoever you went to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, this Jamaican had put spell work on me to where she contacted me out of nowhere talking about I lifted the spell work. Years later, I was like, what are you talking? I was dating and everything. I had no problem. You know what I'm saying? But she felt guilty about it. And I'm telling you, you cannot, the reason why she felt guilty was something was going wrong with her life. See, even back then, I'm a 33, I'm protected. You sit here and you put all that stuff on me, it's going to go back on you. It's going to go back on you. Horribly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cause any problems on anybody. I leave them alone, but that's how narcissists move and that's how they roll. You know? And these women nowadays are just like male narcissists. That's how you know that it's a spirit because they're, you know, these narcs, they're always bisexual and they're super sneaky. And the only thing they have going for them, people think that a narc has this great sexual whatever. It's really not. I mean, at least not with somebody like me, right? But I turned out narcs. So, you know what I'm saying? I call myself a narc bully for a reason. Like, I turned out narcs, apparently. A narc be thinking they winning, and then you know you lost when you have to go and team up with somebody else. And the other person don't team up with nobody. Like, think about, could you see yourself doing this? Teaming up with a bunch of people, even paying people to do stuff, gang stalk, you know what I'm saying, practitioners, whatever, you know, laughing and, you know, doing all this goofy stuff. And you got a group of people Even seeing that some people online are joining in because they just see this person's going through something and doing, and it's still just one person against everybody, and that one person is not breaking, that one person is not stopping. As a matter of fact, the more they do it, the harder they go. Could you imagine going up against something like that and never breaking it, never slowing it down, never pushing that person away from God, and then that person start to rise like God intended in their face when they did everything, left you for dead with your child, with no money, made sure the account was emptied, took your social security number, claimed you and your child without telling you anything on their on the taxes, took the money, know how spiritual that is, right? That's stealing, you know what I'm saying, some of your birthright money, just running, like, just don't even know what they're doing. She just got through spending all that money up. I could tell because of the way I felt the energy lift. She's broke, but it took her a while to spend up the money that she had stole from me, while using that money. Do you see how spiritual this is? Using that money to pay people to come after. So it's a lot of spiritual warfare that spirit that's on that person is doing without that person even realizing it. And then what happens is, if you're strong enough and you believe in God enough and you rise, that spirit jumps off that motherfucker so fast and leaves them stranded. And then that's when they're stuck, realizing the weight and the magnitude and the gravity of the situation. Now, don't think for a second that they give a crap enough about you to apologize or anything of that nature. But I want you to understand that at some point in time, that narc does understand what they did. And they do understand, you know what I'm saying, that they were in a low vibration or in some demon energy and they did you wrong. They do come to that realization, but they'll never tell you. And if they do, it's like, you know, obviously way too late. And it's another narc tactic because, you know, when they reach back out to you after, you know, a few weeks, anything after that, it's just really them trying to attach to you again. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you've detached yourself. Like, you know, in my soul tribe, we've done, you know, cut ties, cut cords. You don't feel anything from that person. You know what I'm saying? And that freaks them out because their whole thing is they leave a little bit of them with everybody. You know what I'm saying? In hopes they can always come back and get that little bit of them. And no, everybody's not built like that. Everybody's not some low vibrational that's going to settle for some narc street cat or lady street Wayne. Hey, what's going on, Frugal Mom? What's going on? And like Fendi said, and I want to, you know, bring it back to and get ready to wrap it up on, that proxy relationship thing is a real thing. And ladies, y'all got to stop doing that. Like, as long as there's guys out here like me, and I got a whole Sigma channel, I'm about to start making like Sigma video after Sigma, 10 ways to avoid this, 5 ways. Because if I can get the information out to the younger generation and my generation, the older generation already know. But we can change the game because y'all keep making it seem, instead of you dudes getting jealous of me, hating on me or copying me, listen to me. Once you stop being a simp and running around trying to wear fly stuff, this and that, to try to impress women, that's the minute you'll start impressing women. Because it's not impressive to women to see you mimicking somebody else. I'm just going to be real, okay? The minute you embrace who you are, no matter quirky, weird, or whatever, and you're not, you know, pandering, and they can smell it on you. They can smell the cat on you. Okay, they can smell the tart cat on you, and it ain't what they're into. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what they're into. You know, they want something more. You know what I mean? They don't be pandered to anymore. They're tired of ending up with Pookie and Ray Rays. They're tired of watching y'all make money off of them. They might want something a little bit more. Okay, I know we do. We're no longer falling for the Sigma man, divine masculine, gaslighting. You cannot gaslight us. You can kiki and laugh with your girls, and you can I don't know what else y'all do. Make fun of us in all kind of different ways, like the little girls used to do on the playground with the little boy they like. Excuse me. Said a burp. They don't want me to get this out. Look, we're not into any high school, not even elementary school games, okay? We're grown men. We're putting out, not telling you guys how to be. You're allowed to be however you want to be. But if you want one of us, you're going to have to deal or be a certain kind of way. And if you're not going to be that, well, again, you've had all these other options and you've been the way you've been being for quite some time. If it's working out for you, then, you know what I'm saying? Who does that? You know what I mean? If it's working out for you, if it's working great, you know what I'm saying? Why start from scratch? You know, you got things working for you. Now, if they're not working for you and you're looking at a guy like me as if I'm out of your league, I'm not out of your league. All you have to do is just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, change the sport. You know, you're not playing for the right sport at this point. You know, I'm a need for you or position or whatever. You know, and I would rather just stay celibate and have my peace than deal with it, because all you're doing is arguing with the attractive men you want, and whether it's online or at work or whatever. Then you go out with your girls and you drink and you bash men and you touch all over each other and dance on each other and twerk on each other. And then you hit Pookie up in the night and he drives over in the car in his grandma's name. And he works that thing over like it owes him money. And you might give him money when he's done, because he might be like, I need some gas money. You know, gas ain't cheap. And you probably slide it over to him, call him a bunch of names, get online, and then start, oh man, no. You have bad choices when it comes to men. And you're not going to conflate no more. And we're not going to act like we don't know how to speak as men. If I got to be the only one that speaks as men, and I don't care. I'll take on anyone. Any man that wants to come over pandering, any woman that wants to come over running her mouth, I take them on all the time on TikTok, and I'm undefeated. Undefeated. Thousands and counting. King David hitting his thousands. Undefeated, baby. Not playing. I appreciate that. Taking the time out. Freckles, what's up? What's going on? I appreciate you ladies coming through. Fendi, I appreciate you always, brother. You know what I'm saying? I love the energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love that kind of vibration, you know. But, and this is nothing directed towards the ladies. The ladies don't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? The ladies have no problem getting along with men, and this is nothing towards here we go. It's nothing towards any other community. You know, I just want to see men and women get along regardless of the community they're in, right? This is about the narcissist, which is a down low hater. Let me tell you something. That narcissist hated you from day one. They looked at you as a mark from day one. And if you go back and think about it, you know, you seen it in their eyes. You know, see, they do their eyebrows to make their eyes look even more wicked, and they think it's cute doing all that squinty eye. Look, you're a wicked demon. And I realized, because when I first got with her, she did her eyebrows thin. After being with me, you know, I got bushy eyebrows, right? But it don't matter what gender. You know, they'll just mimic you. You're literally dating yourself. And if you're doing that, you might as well be by yourself, because the narc does not like peace and quiet. Their mind is chaos, and I've noticed they're at the most peace when there's the most chaos going on around them. When there's peace around them, they're losing their mind. They're looking for someone to cheat on you with around the corner just to get that fix of needing some drama, and also needing a fix of, you know, being sexual, because they're, you know what I'm saying, sexual freaks, you know, with a problem that we don't care about, and we don't care if they get it fixed. Do what you do. Handle your business. We don't care. We have nothing to do with that. But I'm just explaining to you what a narcissist is. So basically, to sum it all up, a narcissist is a low vibrational person, creature that allowed their low vibrational selves that was traumatized as a child, as a preteen, an adolescent or a teenager by their caretaker, their parents, or some relative or whatever. They allowed that trauma to be their catapult, to be the biggest dirt bag and a worse narcissist than the one that traumatized them. Instead of using it as ammunition to propel them into healing people and healing themselves, no. And what they do is they go around and all that trauma they got from a childhood, they inflict it and they dump it on whoever they date. Then they discard them, leave that trauma, what they believe to be, got rid of all that trauma from my childhood, and then they get with somebody else, and everything resurfaces, and they end up wanting to go back to their ex, especially the ex is doing a little bit better, and because they got to keep a plethora of people. They, and both genders, by the way. Most of the time, these people are bisexual. Most of the time, they're bisexual. I repeat, most of the time, they're down low and bisexual. I don't even know if most of the time. I think it's all the time, because that spirit don't care. It's in men and women. Why wouldn't they want them to be with men and women to get that ultimate fix of, you're just going to go to the, you know what I'm saying? And it's like nothing wrong with being that way. But the problem is when you don't acknowledge who you are with pride, and then you're running around hiding it. And since you're hiding it, you have this trauma associated with it, because you should never. It's 2023. What you doing? What you doing? You can be whatever you want to be. Why are you hiding it? Because you're selfish. You want to just torture more people. And what we're not going to do is let them do that. So what we do is we have to call these people out. We have to make sure everybody can identify who they are. You know what I'm saying? These are people that pretty much have no soul. And you want them to get back to reality. But they're never going to do it. They enjoy the thrill of the chase and the cat and mouse and the breadcrumbing and the love bombing and, multiple partners. And they just, the fighting. They enjoy it too much. It's their breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks in between. We don't have time for that. We're actually trying to have something in life. You know what I'm saying? And if you can think back about that narc you was with, I guarantee you the best they do in their life, or the best they did in their life, was mid-level management. I'm just calling it like I see it. And you're not destined for mid-level management. Your CEO, really owner, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur, someone that builds from scratch. And they knew that. So it's someone that can see your light sometimes before you, and they want to take your light, put you in a jar like a little fairy or lightning bug, and then siphon off of it every now and again while they run around and do all these different sexual acts with everybody else, breadcrumbing you, but you know what I'm saying, trying to make sure that you are not, because their whole goal is to make sure you don't end up with no one else. That's why they try to make sure they'd probably be poisoning you, because I'm pretty sure she was poisoning me. But poisoning you, whatever, at least poisoning your mind with a bunch of crazy stuff. But definitely stop eating from them once you realize, or if someone says to you they wish you dead, you immediately stop eating from them. I mean, you don't need, listen, you don't have to have somebody crack you upside the head to be like, you might have been poisoning me or something, because my vision was getting bad. My hair was falling out. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Then you get rid of them and your hair starts coming back in and your vision, like what? You know what I'm saying? You're just like, you have no idea the extent. They'll get an insurance policy on you. Yeah, they'll get an insurance policy on your black ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what, and try to take you out the game. These people have there's no bottom. That's why I say that spirit's in them. There's no bottom to the wickedness they'll do. And then when they discard you, you have to look bad in order for them to get away with all the it's not cheating at that point. You're broken up, but all the running around and giving themselves to other people and the playing victim and stuff, right? And the first thing they'll do is they'll project onto you. Like, like my ex said to me, when I was literally homeless and trying to get something, you're always playing victim. Like, you gonna say I always play victim? This crazy person who had like 15 jobs and, pretty much didn't work the whole time while I was taking care of her. See, that's how they do, right? You have to understand, if you got a narc and you think that they care about you, they do not care about you. Once you realize that, your life is easy. It's just another enemy. They got in a little bit too close. But I can tell you what, you never told them everything. You really didn't tell them half of anything. And with the new stuff you got, they really don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? They really don't know nothing. So what do they get? Nothing. And you know who they are. They can't keep up with money. You know they done lost their place or losing their place. Whoever they were with, whenever they broke up with you, that done fell apart because they got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? And they were cheating on them anyway too, because they're all cheating. I mean, how does that even work out? Like, you're expecting a cheater not to cheat? That don't make any sense. They went into it knowing they're going to cheat, and they're going to cheat, and it was going to last long. It's just a thrill of just doing this stuff. And then since, if you're like me, a narc loves the social media platform people. If they can watch you on social media while they're laid up pillow talking with some other people, because what you don't understand is you think others were talking about you and the family was talking bad about you and everything like that. Man, I'm going to tell you what, nobody talking bad about you more so than that narc. When people were talking bad about you, that narc would join in and be the worst one speaking. Sometimes to the point where people be like, dang, aren't you going to go back home to that person? You know what I'm saying? You have no idea about this kind of talk, though. Because when they get around you, this fool, they calling you Papa and stuff like that, trying to, get in your head. You know what I'm saying? With their daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff, a lot of trauma. And I'm just really psychologically sound. But when I look back on it and just seeing, when you look back on it and like, look, they do everything the same. So, my ex, for example, and one of my exes, the guy before me did the same thing. Got to me, said he was crazy, was making him look crazy to everybody else. But she was the one constantly calling him. She was calling the cops on him and stuff, just doing a bunch of stuff, causing him problems. But they was telling me, I gotta do it because he's doing this and he's doing that. But every time I see him, he wanted to get the heck away from her, right? Then the mother's, ex-husband trying to run away from her every chance he could, right? Then there's me trying to run away. So why would some guy or person get with they already know how she is. They just wanted to use her up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get what they couldn't get out of her because she was with me, because I made sure she couldn't do too much. She was still cheating. Don't get it wrong. But she wasn't able to get away with it because I didn't know what she was doing to cheat. But she couldn't do what she's doing now. And that person just wanted, because if you're, listen, let me tell you something. What these narcs don't know, because they're ego driven, they want the light. Before I go real quick, you as a chosen one, you raise the social status. And I'm not trying to copy anybody, but this is true. You know what I'm saying? So, Lunar Moon Tarot, I'm not trying to copy you, sweetheart, but it is true, right? You raise the social status, you know what I'm saying, of whoever you're around, right? So, if that you're with a narc, that narc, you know what I'm saying, people are gonna start like finding them more attractive. First of all, you're gonna make them more attractive. Like if you were to go and look at old pictures of my ex when we first got together compared to when, completely different person. All I did, and she'll think that she did it herself, all I did was upgrade her. But I looked at all my exes before her, the same thing. I had to like watch these other channels saying, like I said, shout out to Lunar Moon Tarot. Like people, like you upgrade people's status, you upgrade people when they're just around you. And I didn't notice that, but everybody do. They get around me and they just start getting in flow. And I make a lot of recommendations. Oh, you should buy that. And after that, they kind of, especially the narc, they pick up on it, run with it. You know what I'm saying? And start piecing things together, right? But I introduce it to them. I introduce a different kind of dressing to them all the time, right? Now, I'll take certain things from them too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fool, right? That little Maryland thing they do upstate in Maryland and DC where they roll the bottom of their pants, that's where I got it from. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'll take anything from anybody. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'll give credit where credit's due also. 10%, y'all. I gotta go in a little bit. I'm not even supposed to be on it this long. I gotta get up early in the AM. You know, that's just warning right there. I gotta get up early. You know, ladies, since you know y'all like to, you know, the sweatpants. So I mean, you know, y'all be over here. You know, fellas, these chicks be getting dirty. They be trying to look for a print, and they be looking at our butts, man. They be looking at our butts, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't be thinking that they be looking at our butts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, first of all, since y'all like it so much, you know what I mean, ladies? I'm here to please. You know what I mean? I'm here to please, ladies. I'm here to look. I ain't got no shame in my entire body. If y'all like to look, I'll let you watch. I'll let you watch. You know what I'm saying? I do my squats. You know what I mean? But y'all gonna have to start, you know what I'm saying, going over to the Patreon. Y'all gonna start going over to the Patreon if y'all want some of the sweatpants standing up stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching this one reader, and she's one of my favorite pick a card readers. And sometimes she be drilling us though on there, boy. She be getting, I'll be like, I thought it was supposed to be like a positive pick a card. But anyway, she was like, yeah, you know, hey, we love to see you, but we love to watch you walk away more. And I left a comment. I was like, wait a minute, y'all be looking at our butts? And she was like, you laugh a lot. Yeah. I'm like, what? Cause I don't really be thinking y'all look. I don't really be paying attention to a lot of stuff, but I don't be thinking y'all looking. I know you're looking at the front, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking at us from behind. You know what? Y'all checking us out from. Y'all women nowadays, man. Y'all just straight up do it. Y'all be treating dudes like a piece of meat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the whole thing. You be like, yeah, look at them man butts. Come on, y'all. What's going on, ladies? Y'all ladies are funny. Hey, Fendi, you know right now that ex and all my exes. Let me tell you something. I done seen too many of them because I was with my ex for almost 10 years, right? So I ain't been with none of them other exes for over 10 years. They're all watching me on TikTok, yeah, or on Facebook, adding me to groups, or, you know what I'm saying, follow me on TikTok. I was like, I ain't even been with y'all in over 10 years. They laying with their man right now, moist. You know what I'm saying? Moist. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, watching your boy over here, like, thinking about them old days. Hey, look, ladies, I wasn't on nothing. I was a young man back then. I'm a grown man now. Y'all never got to me. I can't be here too long, y'all, because you know I start talking too hot, that phone will die. But y'all didn't have this grown. Look at this me. Y'all ain't never. You ain't never had this version of me. You ain't never gonna have this version of me. You ain't never gonna have it. This is for new love only, babies. I'm sorry, babies, but this is for new ladies only. I'm only about that new love. I don't want no old nothing. I threw away all my shit. You know what I'm saying? I started from scratch. I'm making room for new everything. And listen, ladies, let me tell you something. I said I'm making room for new love. I don't want old love, but I'm not making time for it all day long either. Understand that? You know what I'm saying? She'll pop up when she pops up when I need her to. I'm not running around here. Stop with that divine mask and looking for. We ain't looking for nothing. Stop putting divine on the front. Excuse me. They don't want me to get this out. The ladies don't want me to get. Ladies don't want me to get this out. I'm gonna do it anyway. Divine masculine is not chasing y'all. Okay? Pookie and Ray Ray and Brady and Joe and Shannon and Dwayne, they got you. You know what I'm saying? They got you. You said it, Freckles. Raggedy asses. You're raggedy. And y'all narcs Y'all would get me worked up, man. I'm going on my Narc channel tomorrow. I'm going to cook y'all over there. I'm going to cook you proper on the Narc channel tomorrow because over here, we're about peace, love, and light. Sorry, y'all. Regain my composure. I was going back to my old Narc days. Y'all know how I get it. You know what I'm saying? When I start thinking about the old Narc bully days. Hey, y'all remember those Narc bully days? Don't worry. It's still the same old content over on the Narc bully channel. But you remember them. We was cooking them Narcs, weren't we? We was making a name on the internet for ourselves cooking those Narcs. They still to this day, copying me on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was in my prime on that Narc stuff, boy. Woo! Man. Oh yeah. Hey, let me tell you what. Hey, Fendi, they not only fanned out. You know they sweating and they ain't took no showers or wash the heels of their feet or wash their ass. They ain't wash their ass. Them narcs love to have a good old in the car anywhere but the bedroom after washing their butt. You know I had to tell them to wash their butt all the time. But they sitting there both thinking about you while they with each other. Talk about that. You got supposedly straight dude, you know what I mean, watching you while you handling you don't even know who this dude is. The same as a chick. You know what I mean? It's craziness going on. It's craziness going on while you just doing what you do. But see, when you're a celebrity, you're headed to your celebrity moment, you're going to have all kind of people. And these people are going to always be your fans. They're going to always be your fans. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be your fans with the fan blowing on them because, you know what I'm saying, they're in a hot-ass room, couch surfing. And I'm not talking about people that got a couch surf. We're talking about narcs that just couldn't get it together and just watch themselves fall apart and continue to still hate on you no matter what. These jokers right here, man, Freckles, you have no idea. It gets bad when you're gone. And then the crazy part is, listen, they're sitting here trying to save face all the time. Trying to save face because they dogged you so bad, right? They so scared to have to come back because you know what they want to do. I'm a master number 33. I got an answer for everybody. You know they want to come back and get some advice. Especially since they go to readers all the time and you're a reader now. They want to come back and ask for advice, but they know what you're going to do. They know what you're going to do. They know you're going to be like, get somebody else to do it. They know you're going to be like, get somebody else to do it. Nah, Nick, nah. You better go somewhere. And they know it's going to be just like I'm doing right now, and their ego going to be like, ooh, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be just like, get somebody else to do it. What's that? What? Oh, you who? And a what and a what? But why? I'm putting my own card deck. You know what I mean? But why? You're the star. Because, I don't know what you're used to doing to people, but running through a chosen one, thinking that you the chosen one, because you're delusional, and then trying to come back. You think I'm trying to get into whatever karma you getting? You best no. I'm not taking none of that. You see me on the rise. I'm lightweight over here. I'm lightweight. My heart light as a feather. I ain't got nothing. What's that guy? What's that going on, child? Can I make it up? I'ma end on that. Should I make it up? Did I make it up? Cutoff game too strong. You ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Queen of Swords. This is my Queen of Swords card right here. Mastermind. You know what I'm saying? From loser to leader. You know what I mean? We're tapped in. Hey, look, before I go though, come on in. I'm gonna give you a little hug before I go. The phone's trying to die. Let's go ahead and get this energy going. Come on. Let's go ahead and give ourselves self-love, self-hugs. To breathe in a couple times. Exhale. Hug yourself. Give yourself that love you give everybody else. 2. You're feeling better already. One more time for the go. Self-love, baby. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all spending time with me. I appreciate y'all bringing this channel back from the bowels. And we're back in the algorithm. And that's all y'all, baby. That's all y'all. I love y'all for that. The loyalty through thick and thin. That's what family's about. Soul Tribe, I appreciate y'all. So before I go, you know how we do. Love myself. Love yourself. And love God. And I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay up too late. Got to get up early. Going to bed.